Hey, Amy.
Hi, Robert. How's it going?
Good.
Good.
Good. Yeah.
Jim,
Hey, how's it going?
good. Are
Jim,
you?
what's up, man? You
I'm,
seeing
I'm
better?
I can see great, but I'm kind of congested and I haven't practiced in 2 months, but I didn't want to drop the ball, so that's why I'm here.
Hmm. Well, if you're not practicing, then it's a better use of both of our time that we could meet at another time. I don't want to be here if you haven't practiced and you hadn't had a chance to work on your chops.
I definitely have not worked on anything in 2 months, but I figured if I could just sit here and watch Amy, uh, but whatever's
Yeah, we'll watch Amy. That's good. That's good. But congratulations on your better
okay.
eye. Yeah.
Oh man, it's another world.
I'll bet. I'll bet that's really amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
Amy. Lucky you. You get another day of some work.
Yeah.
So let's just bust through this for about 15 or 20 minutes, okay? And then I want to see what you got. Let me give you a spot check, okay?
Okay. So
Go
I've
ahead.
been practicing the attack and release.
Cool.
So we did it last time with the quack and release to start to help me get my codes to come in. But I wanted to ask Robert, at what point should I stop? Because my voice range is actually pretty high. So I've been like trying to get as high as I could. At some point, it flips into like my head voice. I can show you what I mean as I go through it.
Yeah,
But I'm wondering, is that okay that I'm kind of in my head voice doing that sound?
it's even better.
Oh, is it? Okay. Oh, all
Yeah,
right.
because it's that weak mechanism on top that needs all of the motor skills and the strength building that glottal attacks give us.
Oh, okay. That's good then. That's good to know. I wasn't
Yeah,
doing it.
it's the number one best way to build your head voice.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah,
All right. Should I go for it?
I think you should.
Okay, I'm just gonna press on the keyboard but my keyboard's kind of here, so you might
All
need.
right.
Where should I start? Ah, oh, here. Ah, 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 ah. Oh wait, I didn't do the me. I don't. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. I guess I can just kind of go. Okay. Ah, ah, ah,
All right. Okay. First of all, have you warmed up? Have you done any semi-occluded phonations? Have you buzzed on any nasals? Have you done any lip
I did
trills
the
or anything to warm up?
like a lip trill kind of.
Anything to warm up? Have you done anything to warm up
Yeah,
before?
the lip trill.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's good. All right. Now I want you to get a little bit lower. Okay. Maybe maybe a C or a D.
Okay.
All right. Let's start a little bit lower and work our way up.
Okay.
And one is the phonation package for a good attack and release onset. Think what is the when I say phonation package, what am I talking about?
Just a series of steps, right? To get to the end goal. A beautiful sound.
Okay, I'll give you a B minus on that. That's
All
not
right.
so. All right, so you were sort of leaning more into workflows because you said a series of steps would be workflows.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's okay, but the steps in the workflow make up a collection of the technical details that we talk about and we work on. We try to get them aligned, and we call that a onset package, right? It's an onset package. It's a package. So, and if it's if it's an onset, it's an onset package. If it's the same package and it's on the move, it's a phonation package. A phonation package is an onset package on the move, in melody, on a scale. So that's the backstory. Give me 5 things to be thinking about on your attack and release onset package before you go into it, before you just go smacking into it. What do you need some situational awareness on what you're doing here.
Okay, so 1 is the cry mode. 2, let's see, oh, just to have that face.
That face? What's it
The-
called? Come on, Amy. What's it called?
That, yeah, Jim's doing it too.
What's it called? You guys, come on. Yes, but it has a name. What's it called?
Embouchure.
I'm sure, yeah.
Okay. That's 2.
Those are the 2 I can think of.
Come on, Amy.
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you had spoken about once it's released, I can dampen it a little bit as I'm going higher.
Yes, being conscious of your the sort of anchoring your larynx, damping your larynx. That can be in your onset package for sure. It's good. Keep going. I want 5.
Maybe the sound, like the tone or the color.
Okay. All right. Keep coming. Color. That will work, but that's a C answer. What would be the A answer for color? Come on.
The vowel?
Yes.
Okay.
That's 4. 1 more.
I don't know.
Jeopardy music. Boop, 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 doo-doo-doo-doo. Come on. It's not that hard. You got it. There's like 5 different things you could say that all be right. There's really like 10 things in the onset package. How about?
I was going to say, can I answer?
Yeah, Jim, give her 3 that she hasn't.
All right. I don't know if I could do 3, but I was thinking anchoring the tongue.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was thinking making sure the resonance is going towards the back of your front top teeth. And you said vowels, you said cry mode, and you said I missed one that you already said, Amy.
Oh, anchoring the larynx.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
anchoring the larynx. That's kind of done by the tongue, right?
It's anchoring the tongue leveraging is part of that, but yeah, I mean,
Okay.
It's not the only thing, but it's part of it. Yeah.
I think
Look, both of you guys are doing great. It's fine. You're doing fine. I'm just being tough on you. It's all good. All right, let me give you a few more. How about respiration? Take a good breath, deep and low. Okay. We don't mention this hardly at all, but it's valid. How about posture? How about not be sort of slunching, but like on your feet and get a nice posture?
also approaching the note from above.
Yes, that's very good. Which is a whimper, which is part of the cry mode story.
Okay.
But yes, that's a good answer. I have one. I have a very good answer. How about just having your head in the game? Thinking about what we're talking about and thinking about the color and the tone. You hit on that, Amy. The vowel, the color and the tone that you want to produce. A sense of singing, training away from yourself to something. All right. A sense of distance that we're projecting. A great way to do that is if you're training, to be training while you're looking out a window. Look out a window when you're training. Why? Because you see things in the distance. Look at a tree 50 yards away, or a car, or somebody walking across the street. Doesn't matter what it is. Could be a beaver. Doesn't matter. You sing from yourself to something. It really helps you to get your head in the game when you do that. That's an old Maestro Kyle thing. And if you saw my big, beautiful studio that I miss so much in Seattle that I used to have, and remember it had really big windows, freaking awesome. Awesome for vocal training. Because you could look out those big windows. That's what it's all about. Okay. Anyways. All right. So do your attack and release sets again, but don't just kind of go in it and just kind of quack and make a sound. I want you to be smart about it and thinking it through. Okay.
Okay. Was there
was there
any was there any that I was particularly not doing, Robert, so I could pay attention? Because we mentioned like 15.
Yeah, I think so. I just don't think that you were thinking in terms of your package. I know you weren't. So just do that. Okay, do that. The other thing is, you and I have worked a little bit on helping you get you on talking about getting your larynx down, modifying the vowel a little bit to get some warmth and some darkness in it, so it's not too quacky. I think you were not conscious of that because those glottal attacks were very quacky.
I see. Okay. Gotcha.
There was sort of splatty and quacky. Be careful. Hey. Let's get some warmth in there. Do it again. Go ahead. You're doing fine.
What? No, you said D, right? Okay.
Yeah. Let's start with the D. We'll start over again. Sit up straight. And go.
But the quack, like the glottal attack itself, is quacky, Robert, right?
No.
Should that be kind of warm?
Yeah.
Warm. Okay. It's a little harder. Okay.
Watch your vowel. You're going into an as in fat cat or a red hat. Okay. The vowel is super quacky. Like it takes you on the spectrum of sounding quacky much quicker than say the vowel or all. Okay. So just getting off that vowel will help a lot.
Okay.
Is not it's not a preferred vowel to train on.
I see.
It's not one of our first choices because it's ugly. And it's very quiet. So we want to try on a or ah. So a is your best training vowel, or ah. Okay. Try that. Leverage your tongue, get your larynx down, keep going.
Let me just pull up. This app helps me make sure I'm like on.
That sounds a lot better. Also, just by listening to that, it reminded me of what we need to do because I can kind of hear the calibrations in my ears. The more wind you blow through the glottis, the more respiration you have going through, oftentimes the less quacky it'll be. Okay, because there's more wind in the glottis, there's more wind between the vocal folds. So it's less quacky and squeaky. We get some Bernoulli physics going on. It sort of sits on a bubble of air. Right. Mm-hmm. So it just makes it less quacky. So blow more wind, a little more respiration.
Oh wait, no.
Un peu sure. Hey! Okay, keep going. want you to hit it harder. If you're doing glottal attacks, they have to attack. They have to be aggressive. All right. So I think you're sort of riding in third gear a little bit. I want you to smack a little bit harder and work harder on this. Okay. Make it more aggressive. All right. And the other thing is hey, on that last one that you're sustaining, hey, tune that sucker. Get your larynx down. Turn the valve. Warm it up. Don't just hang out on a quacky ah or a quacky a. Colorize it. Get it a little bit warmer.
Okay. A. Is that warmer, Robert?
Not really.
No? Okay. Let me... A.
You need more respiration. Blow more wind. Keep going. More wind. And turn your valve to a little bit of so a little bit more and less less. Try to pull yourself out of the A spectrum, and warm it, round it a little more. Okay. Keep going.
Oh, and this is where. That's what I mean. Like I tend to flip around there.
We all do.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Okay.
So you're not special in that way. Everybody does that. Keep going. We're getting into the head voice. Let's go ahead. That's fine. Keep going. All right. I'll go from the top down. So that 5 A, followed by a descending fifth.
What is the descending? I don't think I have those descending fifth notes memorized.
Just a fifth.
Can I hear it once, Robert?
D to G.
I feel like I'm flat.
That's it. That's the movement. That movement right there, it's right through your passaggio with a glottal attack is one of the best things you could do right there from that high D, that D5 down to the G4. That movement. You just nail that in the shower, in the car, over and over again. You'll get a lot of strength, a lot of development out of that.
Okay.
It's a interval that's framing. It's those two notes and your passaggio in the middle. It's framing just kind of a sweet spot of workout right there.
Yeah,
Do it again.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is there an advantage to a downward fifth over an upward fifth, or they're both equally valuable?
They're both equally valuable, but they are not both equally executed or nor do they respond the same in the body. So it's interesting observations through the years when you watched, years of people doing glissandos up and down, men, women, people of all levels. You learn you see some funny patterns that you would never you'd never would never otherwise nobody else would ever see, except maybe another voice coach, the difference between the human body going up on a glissando, which is fancy time for siren, glissando up, or going down on a glissando. There's differences. Generally speaking, it's more difficult to go up.
Yeah.
Barely. It's just a little bit more difficult to go up than it is to go down. I don't know why. Something about the anatomy, something about the way the muscles switch and, you know, coordinate and stuff on an ascent versus a descent. Yeah, I could go on about that. They'd be really geeky and boring. It's not really.
Okay. I mean, I basically, I got the general idea.
Yeah, Amy, let's continue. That D, let's frame that D to G. No. Give us a tone that we can use. Something that's got color to it.
More warmth. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I missed it. Okay. I think I missed it and I went back
You need
up.
to go real slow. Go real slow. Land on that G. Let's not mess that up. That's easy. Come on.
Okay.
Go slow. Slow your siren down. And as you're descending, pedal it. So as you're descending, okay, like play it while you're coming down, and then you can match a little bit.
Was that it? You know, Robert, I noticed something. When I darken the vowel, it's actually, to me, it sounds weaker almost because it's less quacky. It's like sounds more like a head voice kind of sound.
Yeah, it's more. It is weaker.
It is weaker.
And it is for a while. It is weaker. You have less compression on the glottis. There's less adduction going on. So that means there's more, you know, it's also a little bit windier. You notice that?
Yeah.
So weaker in the sense of your adductors, ability to bring the folds together are a little bit weaker. But really that's okay. That's the direction I want you to go in. And I know that sounds counterintuitive. I understand that. But there is such a thing as adducting too much, squeezing too much. And it's been researched and practiced, and it's been given a name. It's called quack mode. Quack mode. And we have an onset for it. It's great for training. It's great for building strength of the adductors. It's great for voice therapy. It's not great for singing. We don't sing in quack mode. We train in quack mode. We use that hyper compressed position for training, but we don't sing in quack mode. We sing in twang and cry mode. Okay, and sob sometimes, and maybe opera mode. Okay, So I'm in the weeds, but what I'd much rather have you in a weaker, in a slightly weaker, really, let's call it a more relaxed, adducted position with more wind, than squeezing the hell out of it. That's going to get you down the path.
Yeah.
In time, you'll get your adduction and a nice bounce of respiration, and the product will be darker and warmer and more chesty.
I see. Makes sense. Yeah.
So you solved your own challenge for the day without me telling you, really. I'm not a fan of that quacky sound, and I don't think that down the road it's going to do you any favors. I want you to work to get away from that. Dampen the larynx, round, colorize your vowel a little bit warmer the vowel, and be conscientious of relaxing the adductors a little bit. Less squeeze, more wind.
Yeah. Okay, I'll practice that.
Less squeeze, more wind. Do you know what Bernoulli physics is? Bernoulli?
I've heard of it. I don't know exactly what it is.
Hey, Google, tell us what Bernoulli physics is. You can't hear that, can you?
No, it's not coming through.
Bummer. All right.
But it's either what makes airplane wings go up,
Mhm.
what makes carburetors work. But I forget.
All right. When fluids and gases are flowing and they're compressed, okay, like through an hourglass or through a wing foil, it creates a vacuum. There's a vacuum, there's a space of vacuum that has no matter in it. And the vacuum makes the elements pull and sort of suck together. This is a horrible definition, but it's something like this. So,
But by putting more air, I'm sorry, by putting more air through the glottis, you're pulling the folds together because of this physical law.
yes, yeah, because of a vacuum, not
Yeah.
because of muscle squeeze. That's it. So we can get the vocal folds to close two ways: squeezing the hell out of it with muscle, or blowing more respiration and creating sort of a physics phenomenon called Bernoulli physics, which creates a vacuum between the vocal folds, and it brings the vocal folds together. It creates adduction without muscle engagement. So what does that mean? Less quack, less fatigue, more balance. And it's geeky too, but if you understand that, hang on. Then
So there's
it helps you with your singing a little bit better. All right, Bernoulli's principle. All right, Bernoulli's principle is a key concept in fluid dynamics and gas dynamics. Is the same things. Our respiration is blowing gas. That relates pressure, speed, and height. Bernoulli's principle states that an increase in the speed of respiration through your vocal folds occurs simultaneously with a decrease of pressure. It's exactly what I just tried to say. Or the fluid's potential energy. All right. So the more optimized, efficient respiration you can blow through your glottis, the more the vocal folds sort of close and create a nice balance, and the less muscle squeeze or pressure it's engaged. My definition still really sucks. I have a better one in my course, but anyways, when we have great respiration in singing, is one of the things that's happening is we're achieving a nice Bernoulli physics balance, a Bernoulli balance.
So it's a way to create more vocal fold adduction without fatiguing yourself, but by pushing, without fatiguing the vocal cords, but just by pushing more air up, more air goes through, vocal folds come together. It's not a definition, but
it sucks the vocal folds together. It creates a vacuum.
Yeah. So more efficiency in terms of singing.
That's right, Jim. Thank you. Jim's nailing it. He's doing a better job than me at the moment. All right, Amy.
Yeah. So
I'm happy. Yeah.
Should I do the wind release first and then
TBS student here is thinking in terms of the onsets being used as a tool to meet your needs, fix your problems, Great. I love hearing that. The answer would be yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. If we, all of us, if we wanted to work on Bernoulli physics, if that was like your thing for the week, if you wanted to sort of get your head around that and get a feel for it, if you felt you were quacky, and women often are quacky, okay, and you wanted to get rid of that, you could dampen your larynx. That might help a little bit. You might want to round your valve a little bit. That might help a little bit. You might just be conscious of not squeezing so hard. That would help a little bit. But you actually came up with the best answer, Amy. Congratulations. And I wasn't even thinking of it, but you're right. A wind and release onset would probably be a really good thing to play around with to find that balance.
So I'm sorry. So the wind and release, you're saying you're starting breathy, but then you clean it up. And so the cleaning up, the lack of breathiness is the vocal cords coming together in that onset.
You
that makes sense
a little bit, but I think that you were starting to describe what we call a mezzo di voce, where you start on really or a windy position, and then you gradually add more respiration and more adduction. And
okay.
That's another onset that we have. It's called mezzo di voce, where you sort of incrementally go from pure wind to a balanced adducted position. That too could help. Mezzo di voce could help, but that's not the wind and release onset. Wind and release onset more is hey. It just comes in strong with an H.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, but the mezzo di voce, even though I haven't been doing it, but the moment where you stop getting the breathiness is when the vocal folds adducted properly due to the Bernoulli physics.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a balance in subglottal phonation threshold pressure. But yes, yeah, generally that's what we're going for. We're geeking out probably a little way too much for our own good, but it's important to understand that. All right, Amy. So the practical application, Amy, is wind and release onset, play with your valve, get your larynx down. Okay.
I'll do should I do the wind release for each note, like first and then?
Yeah, you could. You could do 5 wind and release onsets. Hey, and sustain, just like you do with the glottal. In fact, you could do hey-a's or a-hays, where you alternate between the vowel, which is the glottal attack, and wind and release. Hey. The two extremes. Smacking it with a glottal attack and then coming in with a windy, sort of a lighter, windier position. That's alternating between two is a good compound workout.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm not going to take all the credit for that idea. I think you guys came up with that today.
No, that was Amy. That was all Amy.
Yeah.
Am I frozen?
You are.
So.
Oh, there. Okay.
Not now. You were frozen. Okay. I think that's it.
All right. I'm hoping to be recovered in the next few days and I can get back to work. But this was just a crazy 2 months in terms of health stuff.
Well, dude, you're seeing again. That must be amazing.
I saw a seagull like a half a mile away as the sun was coming up. I was like, oh my God. I mean, it was like this big. I was like, this is better than drugs, man.
Yeah. Yeah. You ever see that footage of people that hear for the first time? So they get them like wired up and they put things in their ears, or they've done like a cochlea transplant and they hear for the very first time. It's amazing.
Oh, you froze.
I did.
We lost him. You froze for a second, but what, they get their face kind of lights up as they first hear?
Yeah. They cry.
No, I mean, it's almost, I mean, obviously I used to be able to see many years ago, but this is great. So the good news is that when you get old enough to have cataracts, if you're also nearsighted or farsighted, they can fix that now. They, with these cyborg eyes, it's crazy, man. The surgeon was only working for 10 minutes like that there's all this preparation stuff. By the time that you lie down and she starts working, it's 10 minutes. It's like less than changing a tire.
That's amazing.
It is. It's totally. I'm not usually that stoked about new technology, but in this case, I was like, all right, well done, guys.
We are in the in the midst of an age of miracles, my friends. That is one of them. Another one is artificial intelligence. If you've played with it, I play with it every day now on ChatGPT. It's absolutely a miracle what it will do. I've got an app. I do these business calls on Zoom. And I got an app that interfaces with my Zoom calls. And I go out to the app and I tell the app to listen to the Zoom call, give me a summary of the call, give me a list of all the client's needs, problems, and pain points, give me timestamps in the call of when the customer said something important, then give me a strategy and a tactical plan based on those pain points, their needs, wants, and desires, summarized to add to my proposal.
That's amazing.
And it's reliable. It works.
And it's good. It's reliable. And so as soon as the Zoom call is over, about 5 minutes later, I get an email boop, into my inbox, and it's all lined out and bulleted out for me. I'm not shitting you.
Wow.
It's a miracle. Okay. And we're probably gonna maybe discover life on an exoplanet within the next 20 years, if there is such a thing. And that's the answer to the greatest question of all time. Right there.
Is there life on Mars? Well, that was David Bowie. Sorry.
All right. Oh, did you guys hear about the new James Webb telescope? They put the James Webb telescope. It's like the new super duper $100 billion telescope they put up last Christmas. And the goal is it's so powerful. Yeah, it's like it's all like big astronomy news right now. It's so powerful that they're going to be able to see exoplanets, like planets around other stars, which, unless it's really ginormous gas planet like Jupiter, it's difficult to see little rocky planets, which is the ones we want to see because they have like water on them. Anyways, check it out. For the last 70 years, they've been measuring like photons from the deepest realms of space, and they figured that the Big Bang started 13.7 billion years ago. Okay. And it wasn't only until like a billion years before stars, the age of stars that we live in right now, started forming. Okay. So prior to that was just plasma, just particles, particle foam. Okay. That came out of the Big Bang. And so they were pretty certain to 13.7 billion years. They put this new telescope up and they held it in one position for like, a week to catch the photons, to look back deep in time. And they're mind blown. Where they expected to see just foam and just particles, they're seeing fully huge, robust spiral galaxies that shouldn't be there. They shouldn't be there. The physics doesn't make sense. There's not enough time in a $13.7 billion year universe to have spiral galaxy formation. There's not enough time to get that done. But they're seeing it like 300 million years after the Big Bang, as what we thought. So right now, they're like, oh my God, we've been wrong. Universe did not start.
Wait, so the universe is...
It's older.
It started...
It's
older.
This telescope is helping them see even further. And now they're thinking, oh no, it's not 13.7 billion years old. It's 26 billion years old. Because they're seeing, robust, mature, formed spiral galaxies, complex structures, far deeper than 13.7 billion years. It just keeps going on.
It's crazy.
Check that out. Sounds so cool.
All right, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Amy, I appreciate that you're practicing and thinking about that stuff. Let's remove the quacky stuff. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Go into your program and review the win and release onset. It's all there.
Will do. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, and I next time I see you, I will have practiced. I mean, I don't. So I just
Don't
saying it.
let me down, Jim.
I'm not going to. No, I was getting too close. Man. I was getting too close. Right, like. All right.
All right. See you guys.
To infinity and beyond.
All right. Bye.
Bye.